Okay, welcome back. So this video we're going to talk about Pflaum, and I wanted to just kind of show you an overview of what it looks like. So there are 4 different sections for different age ranges. The youngest ages is called Promise, and that is your like pre-K, kinder, first grade age range. Good News is the first, second, third grade. So this is your main sacramental preparation age range for First Reconciliation and First Communion. Then you have Venture, which is fourth, fifth, sixth. And then Visions is what it's called for seventh, eighth, and ninth, and or sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. There's some leeway room. They're called gospel weeklies because they follow along with the weekly gospels. So there is this unifying, following the calendar, the liturgical calendar of the church, that the same gospel, the same lesson, the same message is what is proclaimed. And then you look at that gospel from the different developmental planes of the child. And all of the work of all of that is already done for you. You don't need to really create any of this on your own. You can follow along exactly with what the church is teaching. So in the 3 different guides, this is the teaching guide, which we will have only 2 copies for the whole group. So we're going to be giving this to our catechists for our once a month meeting. But online, there is a parent version of this, that instead of a giant packet, you get a front and back for each week, and it will guide your time together, opening in prayer, and it gives the prayer, and then it walks you through each activity and gives you the answers, so that you're also being catechized at the same time, or remembering what you've already learned and have forgotten, because as we get older we forget things. And Jesus lovingly takes us along that journey of remembering. So you will have a parent guide, and you'll have access to all of that online. And if you don't have online access, we can print those for you when you come and pick up your whole packet. They come in about 2 months at a time. So you will only have, or you will get to have everything for 2-month sections at a time. So it'll help you with preparation. And that way you're not coming in every single week to get it. So this is what the children get. I'll talk about that first. This is what the children get. And it has the date for which Sunday it is, and they're all bound together, except each week is only one front and back. So this section is for all 8 weeks, 8 or 10 weeks at a time. So you're not going through this whole packet at once. It breaks it down. For the older ages, I think there's two at a time. And then your parent guide will walk you through how to do these step by step. And then at the bottom, there's like a family corner section that encourages different ways that you can pray together as a family over the gospel that you've read. Also, in each one of these is a section, and it'll be somewhere in here, that refers you to your catechism handbook. And there's like a picture of the handbook. And this one says, go to page 22 of your catechism handbook. So along with whatever is being proclaimed, it will refer you to this book. And each family will get one of these for each child. This is the Catechism of the Catholic Church, narrowed down to the developmental plane of the child. So it speaks to them and their language at their capability at this point. And this book is the one that has all of your prayers in it, everything that they need to prepare for the sacrament that's coming up. And so this particular one told us to go to page 22. And on page 22, it is talking about the sacraments. So it goes through the Mass. It explains how it's broken down and what each one says. But it's not every single moment of the Mass. It's the highlighted, most important parts of that. And it's just this one page. So that 1 week, you're just doing this one page. This book at the end, as you go through, I love it because it has the liturgical calendar and how to read that. It has a glossary of just important words and explaining what those mean. It has the rosary, and the children can color it, and it teaches you how to pray that together. Everything that they need to know to prepare for their sacrament is in this book. And then the Gospel Weeklies will tie the whole family together, explaining the gospel and opening it up at their developmental plane. And that way you can all begin in prayer, and then each child can get their work for whichever, whether they're in promise, good news. I have 4 children, and 2 of them are in good news, 1 is in venture, and 1 is in visions. So we will be sitting down and doing all of this at the same time, but each one of them will have their own version of that they're doing. So I get to do this with you, and we get to figure out what's amazing and what's difficult and kind of adjust as we go. And we really do want to hear from you about how amazing this is for you, or what you're struggling with and how we can make that better, stronger. This is also an amazing opportunity as parents to go through the sacrament process with them. Whatever your story is, if you have not yet finished your own confirmation and you're now being asked by God to help prepare your child for confirmation or your child for First Communion, ask questions of yourself and of God. Maybe this is God asking me to also confirm my faith. If you would like a Catholic Catechism for Adults, this is what we use for our RCIA program that Father goes through those who are being confirmed or entering the church at whatever level. For our modified sequence, this is an excellent book for you to also include for your own journey. This is the adult version of this book. Think about that, because it would be so beautiful at the end of your child's sacramental journey that you have led them on, and you're that example of fulfilling your sacraments as well. We love you. We are praying with you and for you, and if there's anything that you need, please ask us.